I'm glad you said you talk about the delivery and setup and the pause and the effect.
Yes.
You said you have Puerto Rican heritage in your bloodline.
Yes, I do.
How does that make you a better MC?
That make me a better MC because it's like, you know, in the past, like people have slept on, you know, artists that, you know, was from like different ethnic backgrounds, specifically like Spanish or, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, that nigga can't rap. Puerto Rican nigga, fuck out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that even, that like, you know, even gives me the raw edge, like, yo, you gonna understand and you gonna feel me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? The only other option will be hate, and that's what I will try to give like every time.
See, when you do introspection on culture from Puerto Rico, first of all, you know, I know you have Taino blood.
That's a fact, yes.
And Tainos were warriors.
Yes.
And they didn't take no shit. You know
no, that's a fact. That's
and
a
they
fact.
made sure that you knew who you were. And they talked about being Rican rather than being Puerto Rican.
Yes.
Because that was a name called Puerto Riches.
Yeah.
But the richness,
Puerto Riches, yes, that's a fact.
But the richness from the culture comes from identity and celebration.
Right.
How was every rhyme you write a celebration of your identity?
I like that question. That's crazy. Well, you know, it's a celebration for everything that I spit, because it's more so like, it's like, yeah, bro, like it's you saying it, like it's not just like, you know what I mean? It's like being one of them guys that sit, like you sit on the side and you just like, all right, we got this guy representing, you know, us as a whole. Mm-hmm. And he's going in there to box George Foreman. Yeah. You know, when them guys get in there, man, it's Mexico, they got the flags up, or Puerto Rico, they got a, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, the people is there, man, everything is there, the energy is there, and it's more so like, yo, this is where you have to leave it all at. You know what I mean? I feel like that, when it comes to hip hop and rap. Like, it's like, yo, I gotta leave it all right there. I have to. Because, you know, it's no way to get to me like the way how hip hop was in the beginning. It was like, there was no other way to get respected in this hip hop game, or, you know, solidify a slot, or even have a motherfucker think like, yo, he's one of the guys, without even fucking like, you know what I'm saying, leaving everything on the line.
So let's have some fun with what you said then, because now I have to call you out on something that you do. Okay. You really put them rhymes together. Yeah. Tell me one song you did where you did not have a puncher's chance, but you came out with the victory at the end.
I did not have a puncher's chance.
That's right. You went in there over your head, and you came out, and people looked at you like, yo, you did your thing.
Wow, I would say that record like was I'm Up, man. Yeah. I would say that record. I would say because no, that was different for me.
Okay.
And it was like, yo, it's like how, like I didn't know like what was gonna happen with that beat. It was just more so like that was the competition for me. It was more so like the beat and what the fuck, how am I gonna come out the other side on this shit? You know what I mean? Okay. So that was one.
What about Three Amigos?
Oh, Three Amigos. Shout out to Stress, shout out to my homeboy Moo, man. Wow. That's another one. That's another, yeah. That's another one, man, like where I felt like, you know, I was already you know, familiar. I'm familiar with Stress and how he rock, I'm familiar with how Moo and how he rocked. You know, I was familiar with how both of them guys rock. So it was only like, oh, I got two of my brothers on the track with me. So it was more so like crazy, but I knew they was gonna come with it, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna come with it, but I didn't even expect for that verse to come out the way it did. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm gonna go in, but like when I listened to it, I was like, yo, this is different. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was one of the occasions that, you know, that like I wasn't expecting for it to be to hear, you know, that like how it sounded at the end. I wasn't expecting that.
The flyest thing about Puerto Rico, I had the privilege and honor to go to the country.
Right.
Was visiting that castle. And if you know anything about Puerto Rico, when they had the riot in the streets, they was tagging the thing.
Yes,
it was right by that castle.
Yes.
And the thing about the castle that you go in there, you hear about how they fought people against the coast, and you see the armor. You still feel the spirits of those people in that castle. Like I walked into rooms and I got chills.
Nah, you felt the energy.
Here.
You felt the energy.
And one thing about, look, everybody who thinks about Puerto Rico, they think about for the food, women, and
dancing.
Nah, not even dancing. That's what associated with women. Them honey soap blunts that they got right downtown by what's that, the Walgreens?
Yeah.
And they sell, my man rap, he makes his own wraps and everything. That was the most popular guy on that island when I was there. And I mean, you know, people lit up and it's like, yo, you made this. And he's like, yo, call me when y'all ship it out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it was like, when you got to break bread or you got to smoke with somebody from the island.
Yeah.
That's when you knew you were accepted into the culture.
Yes, that's a fact.
Culture is very highly important and respected by Puerto Rican people.
Yes.
My question to you is, being who you are and part of your bloodline, knowing where you from, what keeps you being Superman and not ever falling back into Clark Kent when that beat comes on?
Well, it's like I said, like, you know, I have to hold it up for, you know, the guys that, you know, sleep on guys that feel like, you know, if you're from, like, if you're, you know, if you're from a certain place, your bars can't be, right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or you can't, you ain't, man, that you get automatically written off. Mm-hmm. And it's like, nah, after you hear that, it's not, you gonna think something else. You gonna be like, nah, dude, I can't, nah. He just assured that we cannot write anybody off just because of, you know, this or that, or, you know, you came up here, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just raw talent with me. It's talent. So, you know, I wouldn't, like, I would tap into the talent. I wouldn't tap into nothing else.
So as an expertise of talent, I want to ask you, I got a lot of people at on me for this. I want to know what you think. I said in a previous interview, I think that Khaled featuring Jay-Z and Nas my track was trash. That was garbage, right? I thought it was absolute trash.
Okay.
Now, people came at me like, why would you say it's trash? That's Nas and Jay-Z. I said, I don't give a fuck if it was Prince and Michael Jackson. The beat did not match their talent, and while it was lyrically good, great to some standard. Because some parts was kind of weird, but lyrically, Nas and Jay-Z will always body a track when they're serious. But a beat has to bring the best out of them.
Yes.
Before we bring stress on your interview, you talk about music.
Right.
How do you make sure lyrically the beats are on your standard, and then that you can beat the beat so that it doesn't overshadow you on the track as well?
See, with the beat, like, if I'm gonna rap to a beat, I want to make sure I could make a marriage with my bars with the beat. Now, if I cannot do that, it was a problem somewhere, I can't do the beat. It has to be a marriage there. You know what I'm saying? It just had to be a marriage there, and you know, what like my style of like how I will approach the beat is like completely different from what any other artists approach the beat. You know what I mean? Because I try to think of the wittiest, slickest like lines that I could come up with, and you know, and I do. But when you hear it on the beat, you hear like that is like, you know what I mean? So like I have to make a marriage with the beat. If I cannot make a marriage with my bars and how I spit on the beat, it will not happen. It will not happen. And shout out to Stress and Fave. They've been able to cater to like me, how I flow, my delivery, you know, what I do on the track. They both know, and they are able to, you know, cater to that, and it makes it more, you know, efficient, like when it comes to me playing my part.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube family and hit the notification bell for updates. Please like, comment, and share this video.
Real hip hop. Real